Hello students, today we'll be starting with the chapter absorption by roots. Firstly, let us discuss about the function of root in the plant. Root plays a vital role in plant. It helps in fixation of plant. It helps in absorption of water and minerals from the soil, as well as the transportation of this water and minerals to upper parts of the plant. So we can say that the major function of root is the absorption of water and mineral for the plant. So what are the role of water and minerals in a plant? Let us discuss about that. These water and minerals helps in transportation. The water helps in transportation of minerals from the soil towards the plant. As well as water is a raw material for the synthesis of glucose for the process of photosynthesis. Water is required in the process of photosynthesis. Water is also necessary for transpiration, as in process of transpiration a large amount of water is lost, due to which the plants get the cooling effect. Water and minerals also help in maintaining stiffness and gives turgidity to the plant tissues. They maintain the stiffness of the plant. So these are the four major functions of water and minerals in the plant. And the major function of root will be the absorption of water and minerals for the plants. Now we move on to the major modification of root, which is root hair. A root hair cell consists of cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, a large vacuole, and a small nucleus. Its major function is to absorb more and more water and minerals from the soil for the plant. So it absorbs water and minerals, more and more water and minerals from the soil. It helps in increasing the surface area. A root is containing many thin root hairs, which helps in increasing the surface area for absorption of water and minerals. A root hair also consists of a large vacuole, which is higher in concentration, which is high in concentration and helps in absorbing more and more water and minerals from the soil. As well as this large vacuole helps in storing large amount of water and minerals. Now we'll study about the structure of this root hair cell. The root hair cell has a large surface area to absorb large amount of water and minerals, as well as it has a thin cell wall to allow the water and minerals to pass through easily. It does not contain any chloroplast unlike other plant cells. And the major function of root hair cell is that it absorbs large amount of water and minerals. Now we'll talk about how do absorption and conduction of water and mineral occur. We all know that the water and mineral absorbed by the root is transferred to the stem and then to the leaves of the plant, so that the water and minerals are transported to all the parts of the plant. And how does this takes place? By the following processes. By the process of diffusion, osmosis, imbibition, active transport, and turgidity and flaccidity. We'll talk about diffusion in today's class. Diffusion is the movement of molecules of liquid and gases from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration until the equilibrium is maintained, until the concentration goes same throughout the given space. The example are, when a perfume is split in one corner of the room, its fragrance spreads all over the room because of the diffusion. Here's an activity to explain this process of diffusion. We have taken a beaker, and in the beaker water is taken, and we have added potassium permanganate in one corner of the beaker. After some time, we'll see that the molecules of potassium permanganate, which was higher in concentration in one particular corner, started moving to the corners which were containing lower concentration, which were at lower concentration, started moving to the other corners. It kept on moving until the equilibrium is maintained, until it is completely spread equally to all the corners, to all the sides of the beaker. And this takes place due to the process of diffusion. So we can see in the diagram D that the molecules are uniformly distributed throughout the beaker, and they are moved from higher concentration, which was at one of the corner, to the lower concentration at the other corners, and they kept on moving until they have been uniformly spread, until the equilibrium is maintained. Now we will talk about the importance of diffusion. Cell membranes are permeable to both CO2 and O2, so the two gases are able to diffuse freely. So the diffusion of these gases takes place easily through the cell membrane. Respiration occurs due to diffusion. Diffusion also helps in the process of respiration. Diffusion allows the internal walls of the plant cell to remain moist, as it allows in the diffusion of water and minerals through the plant. It allows for the transport of iron and small molecules through the cytoplasm also. Insects are attracted towards the flower because of the diffusion of scent through the air. So it also helps in the process of pollination. Thank you.